Welcome to the Never Yield podcast. Today is Wednesday, March 25th, and the Hogs are still dancing. They will tip off against the number one seeded Arizona Wildcats Thursday night at, get your Red Bull, get your coffee ready, 8:45 p.m. Central Time in the Sweet 16. Always excited about that. For the fifth time in 6 years, the Hogs are playing in the second weekend of the NCAA tournament. Andrew, how's your week been, and how you feel about the Hogs?
Super great. Just excited that we're back in the Sweet 16 with a chance, maybe just a small one, of making a run here. But yeah, it's fun. It's a good time. I don't know. I don't have a lot of words. I'm again
Just living in the moment.
Living in the moment.
Living in the moment.
With little sleep. So just taking it for what it is, just enjoying it. So
yeah, for sure. It's been a blast. It's been a really good tournament. I apologize for releasing this on Wednesday instead of Tuesday, but your boy has been out of town on a little spring break vacation, and internet was not cooperating at the place we were at, so we had to adjust on the fly. So get a little Wednesday action coming in. We'll get you through hump day today. Little hump day rejuvenation. I know it's been a while now, but talk about the High Point game for just a minute. Dude, High Point is dang good. I want to make that very clear. That team gets a bye in the SEC tournament. Like, they're a top half of the SEC team, I think, and it's probably not close. So you take wins and you're happy about wins, and I don't care nothing about how that game played out or what our thoughts were. Like, obviously Acuff was unbelievable, and winning time Acuff, that's what I started calling him, was just winning time shows up. He's just like, all right, backpack. But yeah, just an unbelievable game. Thoughts on the game? I was nervous, man. Like, at halftime, I told the people I was with, I was like, this is not going to be fun. This is going to be stressful till the last minute. This ain't going to be one of those things where we pull away with 10 minutes to go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's going to come down to it. And sure enough, it did.
Yeah. I think I texted you like maybe early in the second half, or someone was like, "These teams won't freaking go away." They were, it wasn't a mid-major roster. They came to play, and they were ready for the challenge, and so it was stressful at times until inside of 2 minutes, and so they could shoot. Watching the first half, I was really nervous at halftime because they didn't shoot that well the first half, up to their standard and their numbers. But then I was also like, well, we also haven't got a lot of transition bucket. We haven't been able to get in transition and get, easy buckets and some dunks that way. So I was feeling kind of neutral, because I was like, well, they're not shooting as good as they won't shoot that bad the second half. But then I was also like, well, we haven't played our brand of ball really the first half either. So I was nervous, but feeling kind of neutral about it. But just glad we have number 5 on our on our team. So it was entertaining game, one of the most entertaining games of the weekend. So just fun to watch. You're glad we came out on top. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. And it was just glad we survived and advanced. That's all you got to do.
That's right. That's it. That's
the name of the game. So that's what we did.
Darius had 36, obviously, on 11 and 22 shooting, 6 assists, just doing his normal thing. It's just unbelievable, the national hype. I mean, everybody's just now seeing what we've known, but it's still like, we feel like so many times as a Razorback fan in our life, not to this extent, but we feel like we've got dudes and they just never get the love, nationally. Yeah. And it's just so nice to see him getting his flowers, and from everybody in the world. Like, it's crazy. I'm not seeing one. I'm sure they're out there. I'm not seeing one hater like, oh, he's overrated, or I don't get it. I don't see how. I don't see how it translates. Like, dude, it's just unanimous. Like, people are now talking about him for National Player of the Year. Like, that was
Mhm.
never a thing. We were talking about him hopefully winning SEC Player of the Year 3 weeks ago, and now
Mhm.
people are saying, dude, he's the best player in the country. He should be the number one overall pick.
Mhm.
And then you get that tweet from that GM, that random NBA GM. I forgot who tweeted it. It was some big time person that he said, yeah, he said on our board is DeBonza and Acuff 1-2 in whatever order. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, so now we're like, oh, he's getting slept on. They got him at 17 in this on this mock draft, and now it's like for sure top 5 almost. I mean,
Mhm.
nothing's for sure, but
Yeah.
man, it's just live. We've been saying this for a month, but just enjoy it, man. Like, live it up to the fullest. I'm so sad it's almost over. I mean, obviously a lot of things will have to go right for us to be playing and pass this weekend, which it can. I'm not saying
Yeah.
we can't, but it can.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's just been a hell of a ride. One that I can't remember enjoying it. I know I'm more mature now, so I'm actually like sitting back like, dude, just loving every minute. But
Mhm.
yeah, dude, it's just getting his flowers nationwide. It's just unbelievable. Everybody's betting his props all the time. I see people on Twitter like screaming when he catches his over threes or whatever.
Mhm.
So it's just been really, really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they officially now I didn't he, like, almost they announced the Reebok, signing today, first collegiate player to get a signature shoe deal, while still in college. But didn't they announce that, like, coming out of high school kinda, like
Yeah, he had something with Reebok out of high school, but
yeah,
I don't think it was a shoe deal. I think it
okay,
was just some kind of like branding deal or
okay.
sponsorship or NIL deal. I don't know,
Because I
but
was, like, telling people that a couple weeks ago, like, he's already got
yeah,
a deal with Reebok or whatever, and then they made it like it was some big announcement today, or
yeah. This
maybe it
is a
was like
shoe. This is like the signature shoe. Like, he's gonna
yeah,
have an A cuff. Like,
yeah, they announced Acuff won, so,
yeah, like on
I'm
the
gonna
shelf at Hibbett.
yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna get on the pre-order for that.
yeah, you're gonna
Uh,
have to, dude. It's gonna go like
huh,
crazy. When was the last time you owned a pair of Reeboks?
let's see.
Because I don't know. I can't even think, and I can't give you an answer. So
Uh, did I have a pair in high school? No, those were Adidas's. I think they were some Kevin Garnett Adidas's, either our sophomore or junior year. But I had some pumps back in the day at some point.
yeah, yeah.
I never had the answers. I always wanted a pair of the answers. Um, but yeah, I'll have to.
I can't wait to gladly give Reebok my money.
Oh
So
yeah, heck
I
yeah.
uh
They
I
got
was at
him.
the
They're coming back. They got him. They got Bryson DeChambeau.
Mhm.
Those are the only two people I know on. But
yeah,
they'll get some other people.
yeah.
You know, AI is gonna AI I think is gonna like help endorse that. Uh, like I think Shaq still maybe with Reebok.
Okay.
So
I was
yep,
at the Alvin Mom Branson today, and I had to peek in the Reebok store just to make sure there was no A-cuff signs or nothing
yeah,
in there.
yeah,
The Reebok store in Branson still don't got nothing for me, but they will here when the shoe drops. They'll have something for me. You can
absolutely.
believe that. Yeah, I was going to talk about that later, but we can just go ahead and knock it out now. They didn't release a number, I don't think, but I think it was 1 point. I saw someone speculate it was like 1.2 million or something for the shoe deal.
Okay.
So getting a meal. I'm sure he's already getting a meal from NIL from the Hogs, and
Oh yeah.
it's just stacking. He's just stacking meals now. He's just
Hmm.
stacking meals on meals on meals. So good for Darius. Well deserved, obviously. Um, did you see the guy, the Arizona beat writer? He had a bunch of like several thousand followers. He's a beat writer. Like, he's a legit writer for Arizona,
Hmm.
and his article was about why how did he word it? Why it would be a smart business decision for Darius Acuff to just sit out the rest of the tournament. He just happened to be an Arizona Wildcat beat writer, you
Sure,
know.
absolutely, absolutely, yeah.
But
Uh,
now that he's got this Reebok deal, he said, he's just you can't insure what he's worth, so he just needs to plan for his future.
mhm, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, I think he's gonna stick it out and play.
Yeah, and
So,
they can go ahead and let Koa Pete and Braden Burries sit out for their future too,
mhm,
and we'll call it all good, right?
yeah,
But yeah, and like he wouldn't even be in tongue in cheek. Like he was trying to he really thought this up in his head to be like serious. He wasn't just trying to be like funny.
yeah,
So whatever. Um, but yeah, obviously great win against High Point. Um, electric. The over was easy. I don't send many messages out. Like we talk about betting a lot in a bunch of friends and group messages, but I rarely like put my name behind like a hammer bet, like a hammer.
mhm,
Like, hey, y'all get on this. You're gonna miss out because
mhm,
if you do and then it doesn't hit, they all lost money and it's not
right,
good. But I was
yeah,
like, hey, over 168.5, hammer it. Like, there's no way. And dude, it cashed with like 5 minutes to go. So high scoring affair. Lot of good TV viewership and everybody likes watching offense, even though this defense needs to shore up a little bit if we're gonna make a run.
yeah,
But the problem is Cal's publicly said now, like, we only had 6 this weekend, with Pringle out. He's
mhm,
like, I've told him just don't foul, like guard without fouling. So now we didn't guard in the first place,
mhm,
and now that he's given them an out to not guard,
yeah,
it's just like they just don't even guard even less
yeah,
now than they were before.
yeah,
So Arizona's too good on both sides to
oh,
just
yeah,
try to outscore them. Like you're gonna
yeah,
have to buckle down and get some stops because that just trying to outscore them ain't gonna work.
yeah, we're gonna need it's definitely gonna take, you know, the Malik Thomases, the Trevor Brazils, the DJ Wagners to step up and get some buckets because I think Arizona's going to be a little more disciplined defensively than definitely Hawaii and then High Point, to where they're gonna really focus on Acuff and make it hard on him, make him work for his to get his. So, uh, like they said, I think I think Acuff's going to be what Bill is calling him in the SEC tournament gravity, to where I think they're really going to pull to him. And I think there'll be a lot of opportunities for other guys to get some kick out baskets in this game. So just hoping that we get our best. I mean, it's going to take our best game of the year to beat Arizona. I mean, this is the best team that we will have played. I mean, in my opinion, probably.
Oh
And
yeah.
so you're going to need a big night from everybody, and then if it comes down to it, then put it in Acuff's hands to try to get a bucket at the end if we if it comes down to it. But
Yeah.
it could there's easily multiple scenarios that could come from this game. We could lose by 20 easy. We could uh win it. I think there's some of our strengths that
100%.
we could exploit. uh you just never know. We gotta have a good night, and so we'll
Like I
see.
said, we've done it twice, so
Yeah,
that's the
absolutely.
thing. And we didn't have a Darius Acuff on those teams, but we beat Gonzaga, a few years ago in Muss, and then turn around and beat Kansas as a 1 seed the year after, with Anthony Black and Jordan Walsh and them, and so we've seen it happen. So that's kind of where I get my confidence and my just faith that it's possible. A lot of things are going to have to go right. Arizona is a better, well-rounded team than us.
Hmm.
I don't think that's a secret, and that's
Yeah.
okay. Like the best team doesn't always win, obviously. So, um, go down the roster here for just a little bit. I'll be the first one to openly admit, like of the 4 1 seeds, Arizona's the one I know the least about.
Hmm.
Um, I watched a bunch of Michigan this year. I watched a bunch of Duke. Obviously, Arizona being on the West Coast. I didn't get to watch as much of them. Um, but I've seen some people who thought they should have been the number 1 overall seed. They
Hmm.
gave it to Duke. Arizona is a number 2 overall seed, technically.
Hmm.
Um, but the first thing that sticks out to me with Arizona is obviously they're really balanced. Um, they have 7 guys averaging 9 points a game or higher, so
Hmm.
they're really balanced. And my biggest concern is Jaden Bradley. Okay, and I'll tell you why. He's not their best player, but he's arguably the best on-ball guard defender in the country, and he has shut down a bunch of opposing players throughout the not shut down, but slowed down
Mm-hmm.
very, very effectively. Um, he was a Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year, so obviously he made first team All Big 12 defense, but he was their Defensive Player of the Year. And usually, more times than not, the Defensive Player of the Year goes to a big because they take into account the block shots and all
Yeah.
that, and even defensive rebounding to an extent. And so, for a guard to get Defensive Player of the Year in a conference like the Big 12, I think that shows you how elite defensively he is.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if he's not on Acuff. Some coaches outthink it, and they're like, we'll try to completely shut down Malik Thomas, not let him score, and
Mm-hmm.
make Acuff do more and just take
Yeah.
away. But I mean, I would be shocked if he's not on Darius. Do I think anybody can slow down Darius? Yeah, slow him down. Do I think anybody can shut him down? No. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, if Darius, I'll be shocked if he doesn't get 20. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, he ain't gonna get 36. I'll just tell you that. But I mean, I think he'll get 20, and it's just gonna come down to is he making those tough shots? At the rim, still been pretty elite, but his mid range has not been falling lately, and that's been a concern. I don't know why. It looks good, but it just hasn't been dropping like it was most of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So Jaden Bradley's definitely a name for all you people out there to keep an eye on. Obviously, the two biggest names, Braden Burries. He's a freshman. I think he's been getting some, first team All American freshman honors. Okay, uh, not first team All American, but first team All American freshman. He's a stud. He's averaging 16 points a game. Five rebounds. He's going to be probably a lottery pick. And so he's a stud. Koa Pete, that's one that everybody was talking about earlier in the year that really got off to a hot start. People thought he may be the best freshman in the country. He's slowed down a little bit, but he's still averaging almost 14 a game, 5.5 rebounds. So just balance. And then the big one, Motias Krivas, I think is how you say his name. 7'2".
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's a junior. He's averaging 11 and 8. We've seen what good bigs can do to us, so you have to assume he's probably going to be above his average. But yeah, they're really good offensively. They're really good defensively. I don't, like I said, I haven't watched them a ton. They, Arizona, they ain't been past the Sweet 16 since I forgot how long, but
Mm-hmm.
they've been in one seed a bunch, and
Yep.
they've not got past the Sweet 16 a bunch, and
Yep.
so for whatever reason, they've this is where they've kind of slumped. But yeah, what do you think about the game, the preview? I mean, what do you think? Obviously, it has to go right for the Hogs, and how do they shock the world?
Yeah. I think as Razorback fans, I think we are overthinking it and automatically kind of think for the worst or fear the worst
Yeah.
that could happen. I don't know. I've tried to kind of look at it from like a 30,000-foot view or like a through a non-Razorback lens and just kind of be like, man, it kind of feels like one of those teams that could do it. Like these, as Dick Vitale would say, a PTP, a primetime player, baby, that can take a team and make a deep run. And so, especially with all the coverage and stuff that we're getting, the national, I mean, like we've said ever since the SEC tournament, it's like every time you turn the TV on, they're talking about Acuff and seeing Razorbacks on there. And like Calipari had a 30-minute interview on Pat McAfee today. And so just the coverage that this team is getting, I feel like we're getting more coverage than
Oh
most of
yeah,
the
for
other
sure.
teams. And so, I don't know, just from the like if you were looking at it from the outside looking in, you'd be like, man, you would feel like the tournament kind of wants that storyline, kind of
For sure.
wants these big name players to continue. And so completely taking off the Razorback lens and, taking my fanhood out of it and everything, it just kind of feels like it's a little like team of destiny with how much stuff like you wouldn't want all the publicity and stuff to stop. I don't know. I can't really put it into words other than like, with all the coverage it's getting, it just feels like it
Mhm.
it can't just stop, on a dime, which it obviously can. And
Yeah.
with the Razorback lenses on, it for sure can, and it can stop in a hurry. But um, I don't know. We're in the Sweet 16. It's called March Madness for a reason. I think once you get to this round, I think, you know, not that the teams are even by any stretch, but just that anything can happen once you get to this
Yeah.
point. And it's like I said before the tournament, it's got to be in the back of their mind. I heard today that their Arizona's coach, specifically, is 0 for 3 in the round, like trying to
Mhm.
get at the Sweet 16. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's got to be in the back of your mind. Obviously, you can overcome that. Nebraska's looked incredible, and they never won a tournament game. That was lingering over them. But
Iowa beat Florida. I mean,
right, yeah. So anyway, anything can happen. I'm not putting it past it. I'm not expecting to get blown out or anything. Cal's been in these moments before. A lot of
oh yeah.
times, like I said, in these games, I want to pick the coach with the better experience, and that's definitely Cal in this matchup. So the overall record of Arkansas Arizona, we have a 6-2 advantage over them. I guess the only time we played them in the tournament was back in '94 in the Final Four when
Mhm.
we beat Damon Stoudemire and those guys. Um, so I don't know. I'm I'm more optimistic than I would usually be and probably should be, but uh, I'm feeling really optimistic about it. I don't know. I just have like a feeling
That's it. I love it.
that we can pull it out. I'm not saying I've got
Yeah.
Arizona on the bracket, but
Yeah.
I'm very optimistic that we can do it, obviously. And anytime you got Darius Acuff, you got a chance.
Mhm.
So I'm feeling good about it. I don't know. And I also just
Well,
really want to go to Indianapolis.
right. Yeah. Just trying to wheel your way so you get to go
uh
watch in person.
One other thing I was gonna say about our region though, that I feel like not a lot of people have talked about or really looked at just because of it is the one Cinderella, if you want to call them that, but how awesome would it be if we could somehow beat Arizona and Texas could somehow beat Purdue and we play Texas, historic rival game in
Dude,
the Elite Eight to go to the Final Four? Like that would be
I think we would
awesome.
curb stomp Texas if we got to play
Well,
Texas.
I mean, regardless of the
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, just with the rivalry
yeah,
and then I don't think Texas thinks they can beat us, honestly.
yeah,
So, yeah,
yeah.
that would be
It would just
that would be
be
so cool.
it would just be so fun and just an
Yeah,
epic matchup, at least for Razorback fans. Like the
yeah,
country may not view it that way, Texas may not even view it that way, but as a Razorback fan, it would just be
yeah,
it'd be so awesome to play
yeah.
them for a chance to go to the Final Four, and then if you could get it done, which I think we both obviously think we could. If you could beat Texas to go to the Final Four, that would be. I mean, that
Oh,
would
how fun.
almost,
How fun would that be?
whatever happened after that. Obviously, you'd want to finish the ride, but if that was what played out and and we lost to like Michigan in the Final Four, just beating Texas to go to the Final Four would be incredible.
Well, that's what I said the whole time. Like, we wanted to be a 6 or a 3 seed, so we could be away from the ones.
Hmm.
And, if you're that 6 seed, obviously you wouldn't have played Texas in the 6-11 game, but Texas is an 11 seed. They're 7-point underdogs to Purdue.
Hmm.
We're 7.5
Yeah,
to Arizona.
and that's
So,
moved from
yeah, it
9.
was 9.5.
Yeah.
So that just shows you like the 2 seed, the drop off to the 2 seeds, well, specifically to Purdue and UConn, I would say, is
Hmm.
drastic from the 1 seeds.
Yeah.
So people are thinking Texas has a better chance of beating Purdue than we do Arizona. And
Right. Yeah.
so it's dude, I wouldn't I it could happen.
Yeah.
That's not a crazy thing to say.
Yeah.
Um,
This is a dream
yeah.
scenario. It would be awesome to play. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, you got a big hurdle to beat Arizona, but if you could possibly do it, and if Texas
Yeah.
could possibly do it, that'd be an awesome, just dream matchup in the Elite Eight.
Yep. And
Uh,
Cal's like 6-1 in Sweet 16 games.
yeah,
Like, I know he's had some rough, his last 4 years at Kentucky were not great, but he got beat in the first round. But like the Sweet 16 specifically, he's 6-1. So,
yeah.
he just says all the right things, dude. He, like he said on McAfee's, like, dude, I'm just a cheerleader. Like, I got dudes, I got studs. I don't want to get in their way. Like, now he's obviously sugarcoating that a little bit.
He's speaking to future Razorbacks by
Right. Yeah.
saying that.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, it definitely can happen. We talked about it last time. I'll go over it one more time. Arizona is 34-2. Okay. And the only 2 losses were back to back. They lost to Kansas and Texas Tech. Some of
Kansas
their
without Darren Peterson, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of their better wins. They beat Houston twice. They beat them by 5 and by 7. Let's see. They beat Iowa State by 16 the other day. Or no, they beat them by 2 in the tournament. They beat them by 16 before that. So they've only got 2 losses. So that just kind of tells you kind of where they're at. Early in this season, let's see. They beat Florida by 6 in the first game of the year. Beat UConn by 4. So they have some close games. I mean, they like they've been blowing people out. Really, their game even with Utah State the other day was a 4-point game with like 4 minutes to go.
Yeah,
And so
Utah State had every opportunity to
they
get in
did,
that.
and Lord was I pulling for
Shame.
them. But yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I'm excited, man. I hope they can pull it out. Everybody's gonna have to play well. It can't be one of those games where, like you said, Malik's 3 balls not falling, or Trevin's not rebounding, or Billy's not missing layups, not getting downhill, or we're missing free throws. Like, if any of those things happen, we're not gonna win this game.
Mm-hmm.
But all those can happen very easily. And I can tell you one thing for sure is the way we're viewing and approaching this game against Arizona. Arizona's saying, I would rather play any 4 seed in this tournament than Arkansas.
Oh yeah.
They're feeling like they got the shaft too. Like,
Mhm.
they're having to play the best guard in the country. A high flying offense, John Calipari, all the experience that he has in this deal. So as much as we're kind of griping about having to play Arizona, they're like, man, I wish we didn't have to play Acuff.
Mhm.
Let me go play Alabama. Let me go play, I don't know who's the other, Nebraska. Let me go play St. John's. And so yeah, they're not ecstatic about it. I promise you that.
Mhm.
All right. Prediction?
Mm. It's so hard.
It's not hard. I think we win the game. 86-83. Arkansas wins it. Acuff hits a 3 from 26 feet with 4 seconds left on the clock. Arizona gets a half court heave. Hogs win.
Okay.
Bingo bango.
All right. I mean, for the sake of the love and wanting to ride this out and continue the ride, let's go Hogs.
Let's do it.
Just rip my bracket in half. Here we go. Yeah, let's go Hogs. You went 86-83. I'll go 87 since the year I was born. 87-80. Yeah. Win by 5.
87-82. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going with it. I'm riding it, baby. So riding it out. Go Hogs, woo pig. Let's recap a few other of the games before we hop off of here.
You know what? I want to change my score. 87-86. Acuff hits a dagger 3-pointer to win it by 1.
Oh, we're down 2 with the last shot, huh? Of course. Dude,
Right.
how electric would that be if he hit one at the buzzer when we were losing?
Acuff ones are already sold out if he does it.
Darius Acuff over under 25 points.
I'm gonna go under 24 though.
Okay, 24.
Because I think we're gonna need other people to have big nights too. It can't be Acuff scoring 40. It's got to, and I don't think he will either. So, yeah, I'm gonna go under, but 24. He gets 24 points.
I got you. Okay, good deal. Quickly, let's see. Michigan spanked St. Louis. Michigan's looking good, boy, and I've got him in my auction and in one of my brackets. Duke ended up hammering TCU, but it was closer than that. Houston spanked A&M. Michigan State took care of Louisville. Texas beat Gonzaga. Dude, Mark Few, if he wants to win a championship, he's got to go somewhere else. But he may be past his prime. I don't know if he can go somewhere else like Carolina, which is open, by the way. We'll talk about that in just a minute.
Yeah, I was gonna
Illinois handles VCU pretty easily. Nebraska and Vandy was a great game. Tyler Tanner had a half-court shot go past halfway down.
Yeah.
Iowa beat Florida. I could not be happier. Todd Golden has become my least favorite coach in basketball. Not Nate Oates, not Mark Pope. Todd Golden. That dude is a prick. He is a douche. He gets into arguments with other teams' coaches every game. There's a common denominator here. Coach your team, dude. Quit worrying about everybody else. Like, it's just constant whining and griping at officials. He is such a coward, dude. I can't stand him.
Him and then Cronin and Hurley. Those are my three that I can't stand.
Arizona beats Utah State by 8. Purdue pulls away from Miami late to win by 10. Iowa State just spanks Kentucky.
Without their best player.
Yeah. UConn beats UCLA handily. Tennessee, the Vols get Virginia. Good for Rick Barnes and company. St. John's at the buzzer beater to beat Kansas, and Alabama just dominate Texas Tech. That kind of surprised me. But any of those games specifically, you get to, I mean, I'm sure you watched a bunch of them, but any of them you want to touch on?
Yeah, it was a great weekend for basketball, especially Sunday's slate. I know we played on Thursday, but Sunday's slate was just great game after great game after great matchup. And so, no, I watched the St. John's Kansas game. I watched Arizona, Utah State, obviously. I watched UConn, UCLA in the game of like, I really wish they both could have lost now. Watched Iowa take down Florida, which, man, what a shot.
That corner three.
Oh my gosh. Just the footwork on that and the release was just gorgeous.
Yeah.
And
then Florida didn't even get a shot off, which is typical. But I said this, pound my chest right here. Florida doesn't have the guards to win a championship. I told everybody that. They can run through this conference and all that they want. They don't have the guards to win a national championship. And then that's the moment right there. They don't have a dude who could even go get a shot up in that situation.
Yeah.
Like guards, you could talk about mismatches and the bigs killing everybody. Dude, you got to have elite guard play to win in March. And bingo, nailed it.
Yeah. To not get a shot off, that was terrible. But it was great to see Todd Golden.
It was great.
And to hear him try to clap back as to why they didn't and all that stuff. But no, just a great weekend. Tournaments living up to the hype. Should be another great weekend. There's a lot of great coaches still in the Sweet 16. Historic coaches.
A lot of old veterans, baby.
Yeah.
The old guard is trying to hang in there a little bit longer and show these young cats how to do it. I love it.
Yeah. So, which I had in my, Michigan obviously is the only newer coach that I had, I think, in my final. Well, I had Arizona, but now I've switched it to Arkansas. So
that's right.
But I have Kelvin Sampson and Izzo in the Final Four on the other side. So yeah, I love love seeing it. You know, these are the coaches that we watched growing up.
Oh, yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I vividly remember, I think I watched Tom Izzo and Michigan State win the 2000 national championship in a Jim's Razorback Pizza somewhere.
There you go.
I don't remember where we were.
Mateen Cleaves and Company?
Mateen Cleaves, yes. Uh, well, I mean, that was a fun team to watch, and I believe I picked them to win that national championship too. So that was a good bracket of mine as well. Uh, my family's on. I think your family was too. Like we were always big from when we were little. Like we've always done the brackets to this
Oh,
day.
yeah.
Still do the paper brackets with our family, and it was there's never a prize at the end other than just to say you won. My mom actually won most of the time, but
Yeah.
but we had a few in there. But no, it's yeah, I like the teams. I mean, from Patino to Kelvin Sampson to Tom Izzo to Cal. Um, yeah, I mean Rick Barnes is there,
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Regular Season made it to the Sweet 16.
Yeah. Matt
With
Painter's been around for a while at Purdue. I mean,
yeah, oh yeah,
yeah, there's a bunch of old heads.
yeah. What?
Sean Miller could almost technically be an old head. I mean, he was at
Sure. Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, Lord,
He's been around.
I think he spent like 12 years at Arizona. That was before he went to Xavier
Yeah,
and now Tech. I mean, so yeah, he's got like 20 years of head coaching experience. So
yeah. And where was he at? He was somewhere before Arizona, and made a run.
it was Xavier, wasn't it? He went back.
That was before. Okay,
I think
okay.
I may be off on that. Was it? I'm thinking he was Xavier before,
That may sound. That may be right.
then after.
That may be right.
Uh, but yeah, he's been around the block for sure.
Yeah.
He can coach, dude. I'm telling you, him at Texas, that's dangerous.
Yeah,
That is dangerous.
yeah. So I'm
Yeah,
looking forward to it.
he was at Xavier 2004 to 2009.
Okay.
Then he was at Arizona from 09 to 21. Then went back to Xavier for 3 years. So,
And what was his brother's name that coached at?
oh Lord,
Didn't his brother coach at like Indiana?
was it Archie?
That sounds right.
Archie Miller? Yeah, Archie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what old Archie's up to. He tried to make it big. Let's see. He was at Dayton. Then went to Indiana for 4
Right.
years. It
That's
did not
right.
work.
Yeah.
Now he's at Rhode Island. So,
Okay.
anyways, but yeah, the old guard is hanging in there, and I love it. I'm with you, man. I love seeing the old guys figure it out. So, we talked about the shoe deal. Nothing else to talk about on that. I want to talk about North Carolina is open. They fired
Yeah.
Hubert Davis just a couple minutes ago as we filmed this on
Yeah.
Tuesday night. Who do you think's got the inside track to be the next head Tar Heel?
I don't know. That's one of the schools that is, Arkansas talks about it a little bit. Like, do we need an
Yeah.
Arkansas guy?
I think they're
Uh,
getting away from it. I think they're
yeah.
getting away
I
from it.
think you have to now just because
Yeah.
it hasn't worked out. So, um, yeah, I'm trying to think of who.
I mean, the young names that come to mind for me are obviously Todd Golden.
I would love to get out of
Yeah,
the
Nate
SEC.
Oates. Nate Oates. I mean, he's got a lot of baggage, but he can coach.
Yeah.
Young, energetic guy. Tommy Lloyd at Arizona. I've already seen that name floating around.
Okay.
Maybe he's distracted. Maybe he's distracted.
Distract him. Talk
That's
to him.
right.
Get him an interview this week.
That's right.
Get him thinking about baby blue and not red and navy.
Those are the three that come to mind.
I could see Nate Oates. I know he's got the incredible baggage and has no control over his programs, but I just could picture him wearing some kind of stupid plaid baby blue jacket. So
Are you worried at all about them trying to poach Cal?
I'd say I'd feel a lot better about it if we could win on Thursday. They have to make the phone call for sure.
I'm not. I think them going with Hubert I think they're gonna try to go young. Even though Cal's doing great at Arkansas, like, I think
Yeah.
they'll try to go young. Um, Now
Yeah.
would Cal even go? I mean, there's no debating that Carolina is a better job than Arkansas, but,
Mhm.
I mean, he's at the point in his life where he's not really probably worried about upgrading jobs or whatever, you know? I mean
Well, I mean, not I don't think that he had any doubts in himself or his abilities when he came here. Obviously, you wouldn't have came here if you didn't, but he's if he did have any inkling of a doubt, he's proven to himself that he can do it at Arkansas.
Oh,
And
yeah.
this is a place that does support basketball and loves him and is still very excited about him being here. So I I'm not I mean my worry meter would be at a maybe a 15% out of
Yeah,
100. So
yeah.
not super concerned about it, but
And then Bill Self in his press conference after he got beat the other day, he was very, very muddy around that question. He's like, "Yeah, I gotta go talk to my family about it." Like it wasn't like, "Oh yeah, I'm coming back."
yeah, well
So
that's a person that could use a fresh a new outlook.
yeah, and well, he's had a lot of health issues too.
That's yeah.
He just may need to retire.
Yeah,
But but yeah, it could be two really, really big blue blood jobs open. Um,
for
I'll
sure.
be very curious to see what route both of those teams go. Um,
Mhm.
I don't want to. I'm not going to talk about this very long because I got a sore throat and it's not worth my time. Um, but did you see Mark Pope's rant on his radio show today or yesterday?
No.
Dude gets on there and he has to like. He's obviously feeling tons of pressure and from the fan base of boosters and everybody because he
Mhm.
gets on there and he starts talking about how in the last 2 years, if you compare him to the first 4 years before he got there, so Cal's last four,
Uh-huh.
he said we have a better winning percentage, slightly. He said slightly better winning percentage than what Cal had the last 4 years. Should you be bragging about having a slightly better winning percentage over Cal, who that's the reason that he left and got ran out was because he wasn't winning enough? And you're bragging that you have a slightly better percentage over the guy that got ran out of town?
Yeah.
Like how I mean, it just reeks of just like I don't even know the word I'm looking for, but he's just trying to justify all this and then he's like, the 4 years before we got here, they only won one game in the SEC tournament. Well, we've already won 3 in 2 years. Dude, first of all, whenever you have a double bye every year, it's harder to win as many games,
Right, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But second of all, once again, this is for Kentucky fans and for Mark Pope. Who's he comparing himself to? Cal.
Mhm. Yeah.
Cal's the standard. Cal
Mm.
set the bar there.
Yeah.
And for as much as they want to talk about Kentucky this, Kentucky that, like he keeps comparing himself to Cal. Why
Yeah.
don't if you're so confident in what you're doing, compare yourself to Cal's first 4 years
Mhm.
and see how you stack up. Why are you
Yeah.
comparing his last four? Take his first four, or his first two, and your first two. I don't even know what those stats are,
Yeah.
but like dude, it's so cringe, dude. Like
Mhm.
he's playing all the hits about injuries, how they've been the most injured team in the country the last 2 years, and they tailored their whole offense around their left-handed point guard. And then when he went out, they just screwed up all the offense they worked on all off season. And I mean, it's just, dude, it's cringe, man. And I know most Kentucky fans see through it. Like they're not, dude. I hope Mark Pope is there until the day I die, because that means Kentucky will not be relevant.
Yeah.
They don't have one high school recruit signed right now, not one. I
Oh,
mean,
wow.
Like, it's just, dude, I just love it. Anyways, go watch the clip. It's all over Twitter. I mean, it just reeks of cringiness, him trying to justify their lack of success. And they had a good year last year. They were a 3 seed in the tournament last year.
Yeah.
You know, they got beat in the Sweet 16, but yeah. Don't try to compare yourself to the last 4 years of Cal. Let's compare the 2 that you've been at Kentucky and the 2 that he's been at Arkansas. Let's compare that. Who's won more SEC tournament championships? Oh, Arkansas. Oh, who's played 2 Sweet 16s? Oh, Arkansas. I mean, who's won more games? Oh, Cal. So, anyways, it's just, I love it. Dude, they're just meltdown mode over there.
Yeah. Yeah, I sadly think that experiment will probably end after the end of next year, but unless they just do something drastic. But yeah, we'll see. That's my prediction for Big Blue Nation. But again,
give him a lifetime contract.
Yeah, it's the same thing I said about Les Miles at LSU. It was like, please stay there forever. Or Brian Kelly, stay at LSU forever. That didn't happen for me. So that was 3 and done, right? He was only there 3 years. So
yeah, I think he was 3, maybe 4, maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, go get you another Mark Pope or Billy Gillespie. Fire Mark Pope, and then go get you another Billy Gillespie. Okay, and yeah, and ride that out and see how that goes for you. So
yeah.
Anyways, have fun, BBN. All right, that's gonna wrap us up. Anything else you need to we need to talk on? Hogs took 2 out of 3 at South Carolina, which they should have swept South Carolina because they're awful, even though they fired their coach in the middle of the series. MLB opening day today. When everybody's watching this, Wednesday, there's one game today, then a full slate of games on Thursday. Anything else? National sports podcast stuff. Spring football. Hope is going great. Have no idea. Haven't paid attention.
Yeah, we'll get into that after NCAA tournament and the Masters is over. But
I don't want to have to talk about a quarterback competition in spring football next week. Let's not do that. I don't care how these games go this weekend.
Yeah, we'll address it. We will be very excited about it when the time comes.
Oh, for sure. So,
but, yeah.
Anyways, I appreciate everybody. Oh, real quick, Hogs play at 8:45 Thursday night.
Correct.
We film the podcast on Thursday nights. Let's just not bank on having a podcast at 6 a.m. ready for 5 a.m. Friday morning ready for y'all. I don't know what our plan is of attack. But it may be like Friday afternoon. We maybe will get together Friday morning or do it, or we may even do it Friday night and release it over the weekend. I don't know, but don't panic if there's no podcast loaded up Friday morning. Me and Andrew will figure it out. Okay.
We will we'll probably either be celebrating way too hard or mourning.
Yeah.
So we'll reconvene this weekend.
I'll tell you this: if we win, we may be able to hop on and do like a 10-minute just crazy celebration. 10 minutes will be done. We'll figure it out. But anyways, don't panic if you go to your Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube Friday at 5 a.m. and it's not on there. We will get one on there sometime Friday or Saturday.
Sometime before we tip on Saturday.
That's right.
We'll have a pod out there.
That's right. All right. I appreciate everybody listening. Give us a like, give us a follow, tell a friend about us. Andrew, take us home.
All right. Stay classy. Never yield. Let's touch Nolan's ball here for good luck.
That's right.
And the Space Jam ball. Go Hogs. Let's beat Arizona and make some things happen.
Beat Arizona. We're big.
Beat Zona.